Hello everyone, this is Varsha and you are watching the series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. So as you all already know, this series is all about the prominent achievers of our country who has made India proud in some way or the other. So today, to make you all know about the success story of one such achiever, we have with us Mr. Bhavin Kumar Devashi Bhai Kanani, who is the Assistant Professor in Darshan Institute of Engineering and Technology. But before we actually move ahead in the conversation with him, let's quickly have a look at a very small video telling you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Namaskar, good afternoon, Varsha.
Namaste, sir. Okay, so sir, before we actually start the conversation, please tell us something about you and your profession, sir.
Yeah, sure. As you already introduced me, my name is Bhavin Kumar Dosibai Kanani. Currently, I am working on different two professional portfolios under the same institute banner, that is Darshan Institute of Engineering and Technology. Currently, I am working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering department, as well as under this institute banner. In our department, we are running energy management cell, that is for the consultancy services for the industries and institutes. So currently, I am also working as CEO of that energy management cell. So there are so many areas in which we must have to act, because I'm assistant professor in engineering. So my parents were also a teacher. So taking from the blessings and inspirations from my parents, I decided to choose the career as a teaching profession in engineering. So initially in my career, I started with Reliance Industries Limited, Jamnagar, commissioning of the big refinery project. And due to this industrial experience, I'm also how to love to work in industry also. So currently, due to that, I'm on a double professional front, that is academics as well as industry. And you also know that there is some gap, as per some experts, market experts, there is some gap between education institutes and the industry work, that means engineers. So this is our sole responsibility to small this gap between academics and the industry. That's why I choose to work as an academician, as well as a CEO of the firm.
That's lovely, sir. Okay, now, sir, everyone do face challenges in their journey, whether professional or personal. So, tell us a bit about the challenges that you have faced in your journey at your institute.
When I started my academic career, I observed the feelings and some constraints of the student community, and the gap, and then identified the gap between academics and industrial works. That means the gap between theory and practical. So, by considering that views from the students and the feedbacks from the industry persons, we are then I started work on both sides, academics as well as industrial consultancy. So, at my initial academic uh, professional, I only faced some academics challenges, but then and then day to day we faced the challenges regarding the placements, regarding some practical trainings and some industrial works. So then we decided to start the consultancy firm under our institute. And before 10 years, in 2010, we started our energy management cell at our institute.
That's amazing. Okay, so now could you please tell us a bit about the services that your institute provides?
Yes, as an engineering academic institute, we are providing basically engineering education as well as different kinds of practical trainings to the our institute students as well as outside institute students, as well as we are also providing training and other skill development activities to industry engineers and the managers works in the industry. So this is only thus academic services, but apart from these academic services, our institute runs different kinds of consultancy and testing services in each department. So due to that consultancy services of the each department, we are also providing our service to the industry. Especially, I am the CEO of the energy management cell. So through electrical engineering department and through this energy management cell, we are providing energy audits, safety audits, thermography audits, equipment design, solar power plant, and other renewable energy EPC to the industries. So we are working in major broad areas, not just a small area, not a narrow area, but broad area with academics and industry.
Okay, so sir, everyone do plans for their future. So what plans do you have personally and professionally in the upcoming years?
Yes, we all faces some problems in teaching, that means in academics, due to COVID since 1 year. So all academics has some challenges due to COVID-like situations. So and almost in India, we thought that we are lacking to the foreign countries in front of academics, but actually that is not the limitation for our country. If we improve in all manners, we can do the better performance in academics also as compared to foreign universities. And fortunately, our Honorable Prime Minister and this new national education policy has some provision to improve this system. So we are planning to improve some academic system in favor of the skill development and the student placement and other activities.
Okay, so moving ahead, there is this one question which I personally want to know the answer for, and that is, what is your feeling on winning this Indian Achievers Award?
Uh, when I applied for this award, actually I did not thought that I will receive this award, because there are so many big names in this race. But again, due to some my past activities and due to blessings from the God, my name is in this award. And actually, I think that I am the almost one of the youngest CEO and youngest the engineering teaching faculty who received this kind of award. So I feel blessed and very happy for this. I'm thankful to IAF Award Forum Committee, and I'm also thankful to the institute management of our organization. And I also thankful to my parents, family, and not least but not last, to my students.
And you are truly an achiever, I must say so. Okay, so now moving ahead, 2020 has made us all become Atmanirbhar in some way or the other. So, what are your views on this Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, and also how is your institution working towards this particular concept?
Yes, for the Atmanirbhar fundamental or concept, every country has focus on the manufacturing side, not only services, not only good services, but also manufacturing. Because if any country becomes the manufacturing hub, then they can fulfill the dream of the Atmanirbhar. For Atmanirbhar Bharat, if we want to fill this dream, then our engineers must be with required skill, and that means academics responsibility to provide this kind of skill and to develop the skill in the students to become a proper engineer for doing the different industrial works and to become the manufacturing hub. So I think we may have to change our system from theory to practical, much practical things to develop the inherent skill for the each and every citizens of the India. Then we can fulfill our dreams.
Absolutely, sir. So now, please elaborate about your social contribution too.
Yes, I previously said we are running different kinds of services under this EMC. So I'm also the certified energy expert by Bureau of Energy Efficiency as well as National Productivity Council. So currently I'm paneled with different kinds of government, central government and state government organizations. And for this empanelment, we are doing energy awareness programs in the different technical as well as non-technical institutes, among the schools, among the higher secondary schools, among different colleges. So due to this awareness regarding the energy and environment, we can progress much more, and due to that, our India becomes the developed country from the developing country. So we are doing much in field of the energy, environment, and some skill development programs for not our students. That is not limited to our students, but for other institute students as well as some community levels.
Okay, so now, last but not the least, what message or mantra you would like to give to our generation, who wish to be successful in their career paths?
For the youth icon or young generation, I messaged them that we have to follow the statements or the thoughts of the Swami Vivekananda. Then our India become a superpower. As well as we also follow the thoughts of the APJ Abdul Kalam sir and other dignitaries, as well as our freedom fighters and our previous generations. So for youth, any nation, youth has the paradigm shift. This is only the message.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir, for being with us today. It was pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Varsha, and thank you, IF Forum. Thank you.